guys, welcome to another episode of the Vibe World podcast, and today I am joined by the one and only Honorable Samuel Masaki. Habari yako?
Salam.
Welcome to the Vibe World.
Thank you so much.
So before we start, I want to tease your brain a little bit. So I'll be giving you clues of celebrities and politicians, and then you tell me who they are.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Hii ni rahisi sana. Timba XO.
Oscar Sudi.
Yes, Oscar Sudi. 001 Marine. Hiyo ni rahisi.
Joe.
Yes, Joho. Sisi kwa sisi.
Sisi kwa sisi. Eric.
Yes, Eric Omondi. You came prepared. Umepata zote. So before we start, probably if there's someone who is seeing you for the first time, who is Samuel Masaki?
Samuel Masaki is a young person, young politician, upcoming, and a businessman, environmentalist, advocate, and a young person who is also in business. And also, I do a lot of things. I have a family, wife, and 4 kids.
4 kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also into youth activities.
Yeah.
I'm more focused with the youth empowerment. I run my foundation, Masaki Foundation, which also focuses in 4 key areas. Climate change, youth and women empowerment, climate action, entrepreneurship, mentorship. Yes.
Okay. That's a very long intro. We love it. So probably, when did your political journey start? Immediately, when was it? Were you a student leader? Were you active in politics? When exactly do you feel you felt like you would pursue politics?
I've been a leader all my life. In high school, I was a leader.
Nice.
In campus, I was
Which
also
high
a
school?
leader. I went to Mbale High School.
Mbale?
Yes.
Vihiga?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I came to the city to study. So I'm not really a born city.
Okay.
So I came here to study.
Mulikuja juu ya masomo?
Yes. To join, I came to Kenyan University to study. And in my campus life, that is when I started my political life. That is back in 2013, 2014. That's when I actively joined politics.
Okay.
But in terms of running for political seats, I started in 2017. I ran for MCA.
Okay.
But I was very young, so it was just a starting journey. And I was unsuccessful, but I got experience, because when you start something, when you begin something, that is when you learn how to do it.
Yeah.
I was an MCA in Mkuru kwa Njenga. Why I invited Mkuru kwa Njenga is because I stayed there when I came here for like 6 months.
Okay.
I was going to school. Then, fortunately, I got some employment to work with an NGO. Then I moved from now, Mkuru kwa Njenga, I moved to Imara. That's in Embakasi South. Yeah, so that's when I started politics.
Okay.
But actively, and now where I am is because of the 2022 election, where I ran for a senatorial seat. But because of the optics of politics, I stepped down, and I was offered now to work with the government in terms of advocating for youth issues under the president's office. Yes.
Do you feel like the Kenyan political scene is favorable to new politicians?
I would say no, because the space is not conducive for young people. And you have to really struggle, you have to really push, you have to have finances and experience to be there, because you'll face a lot of hurdles, you'll face a lot of criticism, even from the young people.
Okay.
So you have to really know where you're headed. You should really have passion to do it. And you should get mentors
Okay.
who have experience to guide you into the journey. Because if you just get into it and you don't understand, then you're likely to get out of this place
Okay.
and try something else. And you have seen a lot of them who have been there, who have joined now in this space, and they are feeling the heat.
Yeah.
Because you really have to know when to talk, when to stop, when to go back, when to go back to the drawing board, when to replan again, so that you don't step to so many foots that can really hurt you. So I've learned for the last 10 years, I have an experience now to hold a political office and to do what is good for the people. Yes.
Who can you say are your mentors? Like, who can you say has really held your hand in the political scene?
In terms of my role models, I only have 2 role models. Maybe 3, but 2. One is the former president of US, Barack Obama. That is my mentor. Number 2 is for the EFF leader for South Africa, Julius Malema.
Malema.
Yes.
Oh, we love Malema.
Yes.
Okay, so when you were vying for politics,
Yes.
like the whole process, bila finances unaweza toboa kweli?
Hawezi.
Hawezi toboa.
Because you have to spend money.
Yeah.
I spend money. I've spent a lot of money in politics, but for you to make a political name, you have to spend money.
Yeah, you do.
And that's what we are trying to teach our people, that let's select people based on the ideas they have, the vision they have, not based on the money they give you. Because they use that money to influence the position. You vote for them, then they end up involving in corruption, trying to get that money that they used to bribe you to vote for them. So it's important that we elect leaders based on their integrity, based on their capacity to lead, the vision, and also the track record. Failure to that, then we still going to have the same problems.
Yeah.
And that's why some of the many people that we have today, they feel like the leader that we have today, they have not met the expectations that they want.
Yeah.
It's because we are just the product of who we vote for.
Oh,
Yes.
true. Yeah, and this year, young people have really, really been active in politics, and it all started during the Maandamano for Reject Finance Bill 2024. What can you say during that time when the Gen Zs were really active in politics? What did it mean for you as a young politician?
It meant so much. And to be honest, personal opinion, I was really impressed. Because we are now moving from the tribal politics. We are talking about the issue-based politics.
Yeah.
And issues that can change this country. So young people have now taken up the position. They are now being involved in politics because they realize politics control the way of life in one or another. Because politicians, they influence the vote, they influence taxes, they influence the way of life. So they have realized it's a good time for us to be involved. So which is a good thing. Going forward, let's see more young people coming to political positions. We have to teach our people civic education. We have to involve and have to be educated in terms of how do we vote. Let's vote leaders based on their capacity to lead. So it's a good thing, but they should go out there and register as voters. Because we have had instances whereby we all saying, we have to vote leaders, but they say bad leaders are voted in by good people who don't vote.
Good people who don't vote. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So you say you want good leaders, but you don't vote. So it's up to us now to continue talking to our young people, continue to inform them that as much as you want your voice to be heard, let's go out and register as voters and also participate in the political positions. I will want to see so many young people when it comes to 2027, when we are there, of which I pray to God that we'll be there in Parliament, that we have so many young people who are there who can reason, who can debate, who can bring policies, who
Yeah.
can bring issue-based politics that can change this country. Yes.
And also, during that period of the Maandamano, there were leaders who were sort of just making fun of the Gen Zs. For example, Kimani Ichung'wah was making fun that the young people wanaingia KFC, wanachukua kuku, tena wanaenda maandamano na Uber. Like, what can you say about those political leaders who are really making fun of the young people?
I think for far too long, young people have not been considered. So they generally thought that this is just another way of making fun. They didn't see this as serious. But they've realized that young people have to be involved.
Yeah.
So they thought it's just normal skits, or just plays that are there. But now they've realized that young people have to be involved. And for sure, young people are now being involved. They have to be included in the government. Because if you're not on the table, then you are on the menu. Yes.
So I think during that time, it was very evident that the deputy president and the president were having some differences. Like tulikuwa tunaona at one point the president is having a presser in Nairobi, then the deputy is also having another presser in Mombasa, and kulikuwa na, people were like sensing ni kama these two people are not in good terms. So now that also led to the impeachment. Do you think the DP Gachaguas impeachment was unfair?
I really don't want to comment on the merits and demerits, but to the wisdom that the leader has, is I feel there are issues that were supposed to be discussed and there are pertinent issues. My take now is I think should not be a priority. The impeachment was a good thing, but it was on a wrong timing. Because we are supposed to discuss so many things that are affecting our people. But the issue of impeachment was not really a priority, but it is here with us. And the issues that have been raised are very pertinent issues. Issues of corruption, issues of gross misconduct, issues of issues that are being discussed about the unity of this country and why the leader has been not so much talking about only one region. When you are the deputy president of this country, you are the deputy president for the whole country, not for one region. If you wanted to be for one region, then you would have just gone for the position of that region. You're supposed to be a unifying factor for the whole country. So I feel there were expectations that were not met by the leader, and the issues that have been raised, including how this wealth have been accumulated within that short time. They were not really well explained, and I feel we need a leader who is going to bring this country together, who will advocate for the unity of the country and push for one nation. So I didn't really have much to say about that because I don't speak on behalf of the government. I'm not holding brief for the government. I'm just giving my personal opinion. And I think that should be out there, that this is my personal opinion about what I feel about the impeachment. It was not on good timing for us, but since it's here with us, let's roll it and let's bring someone who can do the real work for the people.
Okay. And also something that really caught our attention is, the whole impeachment process. It was very fast and very quick. And also on the day of the impeachment, there are some members of parliament we have never seen in parliament, but they were there. Then also the numbers that voted yes were, there were many, 280 something, 81, when you look at that number, do you think that tuko na serikali? Like, do you think, did they vote independently or do you feel they were influenced? Because sasa sisi tunajiuliza, if they can pass it so easily, like What about the next pressing issues? There's the issue of extension of term limits, yeah? And we are like, if they can easily vote yes like that, now what about the term limits?
I think we cannot discuss about the term now. It's not the right time. As a country, we cannot start talking about extension of term.
Yeah.
We have the constitution and it gives the guidelines. It's very clear. It makes very clear pronouncements in regards to the term limit for the president, which is 5 years.
Yeah.
We cannot start discussing about extension of term. And I think the party made it very clear. It gave a statement that we are not going to discuss about that now. We have other pressing issues to talk about this country. We are talking about how we're going to look at the funding model for the education. We are going to talk about the privatizations of these parastatals. There's so many things to talk about, my dear.
Yeah.
We can't start talking about the extension of limit. But for the question of about the members of parliament showing up for voting,
Yeah.
it's because this is a political space, and everyone is trying to push their interest.
Yeah.
I feel we can do better as a house.
Yeah.
The members of parliament can do better. If they can show up for the impeachment like that, we want them to show up also for the issues of the common man.
Yeah.
They should debate about the cost of living. They should discuss about the funding model for the education, higher education. They should discuss about the privatization of these parastatals. So we just wish that moving forward, let them be there in their numbers to talk about these issues. Of course, they are feeling the pressure from the wananchi, and they have to do better.
Yeah.
And if you can't do better, then the time is moving. We have only 2 years to election, and if wananchi will feel you have not done what they expect, then you will have no choice but to go home.
Yeah. What do you think is going to be different in the 2027 general elections?
For the first time, we are going to have young people involved in politics.
Yeah.
So much of them are going to be involved. Number two, we have a population that is more understanding about the issues. So it's not going to be the normal thing, like now you just give money to people and they vote for you. It's going to be another wave. And to be honest, 95% of our current leaders might not make it back, because the people are more aware of the issues. If the people talk to you and they told you, we don't want this issue about the finance bill, or they don't want these issues about the impeachment, and you did not hear it, then you'll meet those people during election. So we are going to have a very unique voting come 2027. And my prayer is we have so many young people to be in this space, because it's high time we take charge of this country and draw a path for our destiny and the destiny of our children. Because if we don't do that, then we are going to have a scenario whereby we have old people who are going to oversee a future which they will not be there. So they can mess it up wherever they want. So it is high time young people to take charge, to be involved, to be in this position, political positions, and vie for these positions, and get these old folks out. That is the time that we have. And I'm happy because young people are coming up, and we are united, and we are tribeless, and we are speaking one voice, and we are raising these issues fearlessly. That is a good thing. It doesn't matter the side I'm taking, but we are there. The young people are there. So that means that the future of this country will be in safe hands. Because you go to other countries, African countries, and realize people they're not concerned. When the country is messed up, no one is concerned. People are just there. Young people are just there. They don't want to be in a position where for the first time in Africa, a country, Kenya, has been there, and we have pushed for radical changes. And young people have been there to push for this. So we are on the right direction. Yes.
And something else that unfortunately we have been able to witness, I think about 2 weeks ago, there's this journalist by the name Bruce who was, allegedly assaulted by people who were sent by a governor. What's your take on that? And do you think he's going to get justice?
I think that was the most wildest thing I will ever see. I will ever watch a young person go through such kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I think we all pushed for justice for him. We want to condemn, I personally condemn this with the strongest term possible, that for a young person to go through that because of airing an issue, because of raising issues of accountability from the county government, that they could go through such kind of a thing. We can never support that. I can never in my life support that kind of a thing. The people who are concerned should be brought to book. Those who are involved should write statement, and this thing should be taken to court the way it is. And we don't want anyone to be spared. If really the county government was involved and the governor was involved, he should write the statement, which I think he mentioned that he is recording a statement, and everyone involved, so that there is space. We have the rights of expression. We have all the leeway through the constitution to hold the leaders accountable, including me and any other leader, that we have to be held accountable. We have to say everything anything that is going wrong and that the people want to question, they have the right to do that. And all the channels have been given. So I condemn it with the strongest term possible, and I pray that he really goes through this process, and since he's in hospital, he gets the proper medical attention, and after maybe he can go through therapy, because that is the most traumatizing thing a young person can go through. Yes.
And today we saw that the economic advisor to the government, Moses Kuria, he was saying that it's time M-Pesa pay bill and till numbers are taxed. Do you feel that Kenya already has enough taxes? Like, for the common mwananchi, by the time the government is taxing you to your last coin, really, do you think that they have the best interest of the common mwananchi?
I think
in your bottom up.
I think the challenge that we have had is not really paying taxes. People are willing to pay. They want to pay. But let's use this money in a proper way. And I think that has been my issue, that let's use these taxes in a proper way, because people are willing to pay, but they want to see the value for money. They want to see good roads. They want to see drugs in hospitals. They want to see there's internet. They want to see everything that works for them. The people have no problem of paying their taxes. Only their concern is that we are not getting value for what we pay for. So that is what we are pushing, that we want the independent institutions in the government that are mandated to do this work, to do it properly. And those who are pilfering the government resources should be held accountable. And if you are found culpable of corruption, then you should pay that money back. If, for instance, the deputy has been found culpable of corruption, this money should be brought back to the coffers of the common mwananchi, so that they can do the work they're supposed to do. Because we cannot have an instance whereby we have leaders who are coming in, going, and we are losing money, we are not seeing value for money, and people are suffering. We have to get value for money. I give my position based on how I think. You can disagree with me, there are people who disagree with me, there are people who agree with me, but that is my position, that we have to see the value for money, and that's what Wananchi are. The best position is to advise the government or give a position that will help them, even if you're going for re-election. It's easy. Than pushing for an interest that is pushing the people hard to the ground, and they're not feeling the services. Yes.
All right. And will you vie for political seat in 2027?
Yes, I will. I will vie.
Is it discreet, or you
No, I'm running for member of parliament.
Okay, which constituency?
Embakasi South.
Embakasi South.
Yes.
So watu wanakaa huko
Yes,
ndio
yes, yes.
umhesha
Yes,
kwako.
yes.
Ushaanza kuomba kura.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, all right. And in your opinion,
Yes.
do you think that the current president could be a one-term president?
I feel there's much to do. For the re-election, we
Yeah.
have a lot to do, and the perception has to change. Work has to be done.
Yeah.
We have to do a lot. For him to go for the second term, there's a lot that we have to do within the span of the 2 years that is remaining. We have to make sure we have a system that is working.
Yeah.
Health system that is working, education system that is working. The farmers are well equipped. SMEs are well equipped with the credits, they can do business.
Yeah.
And we have to start working on how we can start reducing the taxes so that the common mwananchi can now reduce the pressure that they have. Failure to address these issues that have been raised by the people, then we'll have a very hard tackle going for the second term.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot to do in between now and 2027. If those issues are not addressed, then we are likely to experience that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one of the young person we've seen around is Morara Kebaso. He was unfortunately assaulted at the Bomas of Kenya when he went for the public participation. What advice would you give Morara Kebaso?
We went with him the same school.
Oh, really?
Yes. I know him personally. I know him, and I would advise him to be strategic. Be strategic and have a plan, proper plan on how we are going to. The issue that he's doing, what he's doing is proper. We advocate for accountability. No one is refusing to be accountable. But let him have a plan. And as much as we're talking about what the government has not to do, talk about also what they have achieved. You have to balance. This is what the government is doing. This is what is not what it's doing. So that if anyone wants to profile you, he will find it very hard because you are on the balance side of both sides. This is the advantage. This is what the government is doing. These are the failures. These are the successes.
Yeah.
But he has to have a plan. He is up to the task. I encourage him to continue doing what he's doing. It's a good thing, holding the government accountable. But let him have a plan. Let him have a strategy. You see the way things he's doing, like you just go into a forum, you're not planned for your security. You know, the politics of this country is really difficult. Until we change it from there. But we are going to change. I can promise you. In 2027, once we're in parliament, we are going to change so many things. We'll make sure that there's a right for everyone.
Yeah.
Right to air your views, right to hold government accountable, right to protest, okay, which has been enshrined, and we have the limitations of even the police. The excesses of the police can really be pushed into court. That those who do the excesses of those suppressing the voice of young people, abduction, they can be held accountable. So that's what we're going to do. But you know, we cannot change this in a day.
Yeah.
I can promise you. I see this thing going on and I say, yes, we will change. We are going to change this. And sometimes you need to be inside to understand how you're going to change it.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And probably, before we close, I want us to play a little game. But before that, you're one social person. You know, nowadays we have TikTok, we have Instagram, there's social media, and you've really caught the attention of Kenyans, especially on TikTok. What would you say are the merits and demerits of a person like you, a politician, you know, just being on TikTok? What's the fun thing about TikTok?
I think just being yourself. Yeah. You know, there's life. Apart from politics, is your life, and there's your fun moments, your sad moments.
Yeah.
There's that place that you go there and you just socialize with people.
Yeah.
They talk to you, you interact, you listen to what they're saying, and they help you to shape your thinking. Some of them, they say, no, you know, I don't like this about government, you know, I don't like this about these young people. So they help you to think.
Yeah.
So it's a fun place to me. It has a lot of, you get haters, people can hate you for no reason. But that's how it is. And people can love you for who you are.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good place for interacting and understanding how the world is about. Yeah.
Anything negative you've had on TikTok?
Interactions too. Interactions that sometimes are meaningless and people have different intentions or how they want to know you. So hawezi kosa zile tu drama za TikTok. But here we are. We pray to God that every day we meet good people who can help us shape the future. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about yapo kwa negativity. You know, Mheshimiwa, let me be honest. The first time I came across you was through Nyako. And I was like, who is this guy Masaki?
Yeah.
Like I hata sikuwa najua ni nini inaendelea, but that's the first time like I really know you. What was that situation? Like what happened?
So how do you want me to tell you? It was just a situation that you meet people online and they want to be so much interested about your life and you don't really want to be involved.
Yeah.
It's a long story that I cannot finish today. But I would say that people are different. And there's so much that people hide behind the camera that we don't know. And actually, it was an experience. You know, I've now understood how to interact with people.
Oh, okay.
I'm a very generous person. I interact with people. Now I have the boundaries, I understand now.
Yeah.
If I meet someone today, if I meet this person, I meet this person, what is the intention? What do they want to know me?
Yeah.
Why do you really want to be involved with my life? Yeah? So, it's a very long story, really. But I really didn't want to mention, I didn't want to respond to those things because I felt it was not important to me. It was not important to me, and I let it slide like that. And then those who want to judge, they can judge, but the truth will always remain the truth. And does not mean that the truth has to be out there.
Yeah.
The truth even can be within yourself.
And silence.
Yes, and silence, and just not responding.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let's talk about what do you love about being a dad?
You know, I started when I finished college. My firstborn is 7 years.
7?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my firstborn is 7 years, and the good thing about being a dad is it helps you to become more responsible. You become more concerned. You start understanding. You have to be patient with kids.
Yeah.
Something that I was not used to. You know, some of these things you learn by experience.
As you go, yeah.
As you go, you learn that kids can be very social. They can be. So I've learned to grow with that experience. Now I understand that sometimes kids can make you very emotional.
Yeah.
They can make you sad. They can make you angry. And you have to learn how to control yourself and teach them. So it has really helped me.
Yeah.
Being a dad it's a good thing. And I pray to God that to continue giving me the strength. It has not been easy being in marriage for now 9 years.
9 years.
Yes.
And
I'm very young. I started
I
started a family when I was
question.
21.
21.
I'm turning 29 next week.
Okay.
Yes.
Married for 9 years.
Yes.
Firstborn 7 years.
Yes. I have 3 boys, 1 girl.
Okay.
Yes. Same mother. Same mother, not different mothers.
Oh, same mother. Same mother for the 4. Have I clarified?
Yes.
Okay. That's... na mimi niko 25. What nafanya nini? Anyway.
You need to start. You need to start.
Nianze.
You need to confirm if you're okay. You can be waiting 35 and you don't know if really unafika huko naambia no kumbe mambo ifanyiki, mambo ilikwama. Sasa you need to start confirming, are you really okay? Ukifika 35 40 realize you're not active. Then you have to now start praying.
Ndachangamka. Okay, so let's play a game. I'll give you 2 celebrities. You tell me who you'd prefer. Ed Sheeran, Justin Timberlake.
Justin.
Justin. Okay. Justin Bieber,
Uh,
Drake.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Okay. Beyonce, Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj.
Almost the same level.
But
I think Nikki is okay.
Nicki, oh
It's more
yes,
social.
yes.
It's more very
I
social.
was waiting for you to offend me. Nicki Minaj it is. And who's your favorite Kenyan artist?
Favorite. My favorite Kenyan artist, I think, I don't know where he disappeared to.
Who?
He was called Naiboy.
Naibo, he went to the States.
I don't know if he still sings.
No, he said he's gonna come back after 4 years, so probably he'll drop something this year.
Apart from Naiboy, I think we have Bien.
Bien. Okay.
And female.
Female?
We have which one? This for the wife for Arboy.
Nadia Mukami.
Yes, Nadia.
Okay. And do you watch movies?
Yes.
Which movie are you currently watching?
Currently,
Or a series?
really, I'm not watching currently. I'm so busy.
You're
But
so busy with
last,
politics.
Yes. Last time I watched what? Money Heist.
Money Heist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Something you wish you could spend more time on?
Adventure?
Adventure.
Yes,
Okay.
I really love adventure, and I think apart from politics, I really love adventure, hiking, and I don't know if that's a trait of an introvert or it is
Well,
adventure alone.
Alone?
Yes.
You're an introvert.
But how can you be an introvert and a social
But
person
I'm
at the
also
same time?
an introvert.
But how do you become an introvert still and be a social person?
I feel like it's possible. It's possible in the essence of like right now I'm here. I can do this interview, but after this I'm gonna spend a whole week in the house.
No, I'm asking you. You see, like us, we still meet with people out there.
Yeah.
So I meet with people, but I still feel like after I'm done with that, I need just time alone.
Exactly. It's like when you're meeting people, you need now to be in character.
Yes.
Yeah, you're in character. Hi, nini. Sasa mheshimiwa poa nini. And then after that, you're like, I need to go home. So you replenish your energy. Yeah. What's your favorite part about being in a relationship?
I think the whole thing about is patience and understanding and being accommodative to opinions and just understanding, learning to say sorry, learning to... There's so many things that can offend you that you can decide you want to open the door and just walk away and never come back. I think I've had those instances until you realize then you're still going to experience the same thing, maybe in the next relationship. So you just have to learn to be accommodative, learn to listen to your partner, learn to say sorry. And especially when you're dealing with the other gender.
Yeah.
They always want to be... They want someone who can always say sorry.
Yeah.
Even if you made a mistake, or they made a mistake, I'll just apologize, even if it's their mistake. You will have a very happy home. Yeah, happy wife, happy home. But if that's not the case, then you will always have the issues. And it is not easy.
Yeah.
I can tell if there's someone who is just getting into it, it's not easy.
It's not
You can decide to walk away. But there are things that you really have to think about. Think about your kids, think about the relationship, think about how these kids will grow, when their parents not there.
Yeah.
So, but also, if really you cannot understand one another, instead of getting violent and fighting and causing harm to yourself, kids, and the whole family, just walk away. Just have an agreement. This is how you're going to co-parent, and you walk away. But you really have to be patient with your partner. That has to be the key thing.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe marriage is a scam. Is it true?
No, it's not.
It's not a scam?
It's not a scam.
You're sure?
I think it's not a scam.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's not.
It's
because if I was not married by now, I think sijui ningekuwa.
Probably hao watoto kila mtu mama yake.
Sio hata hivyo. It shapes your life.
Okay.
I think it shapes who you want to be, where you want to be, how you want to be there, and all those things. Because if I was just seeing a familia, you have all this money, no family, you know, maybe not, I don't know, maybe 1,000 girlfriends or so. I don't know. Because you don't have things that put you into life, perspective of life. That you're waking up, you have kids going to school, they have to do this, you have their future, all those things. So it helps you to organize your life. If not, then it's very hard.
And what's the hardest decision you've ever had to make?
The hardest decision?
Yeah, you ever had to make.
Choosing between my family and my extended family.
Ah, okay.
Yes. I think that was the hardest decision because you have to weigh between them. Sometimes you feel like you're giving too much to your family than to your extended family. But you see, this is your family.
Yes.
You can never have any other family unless something happens. So balancing the two has been really hard, and also balancing between your family and politics. Yes. That has been the but family comes first. Family comes first. When you're at your lowest, your family will be there for you. Your kids will be there for you, and they will wish you well, pray for you. Your wife will pray for you. Your family will also be there for you at your lowest. At your highest, they will also be there for you. All the other things, these are they're just passive. Yeah, because you'll meet people, you'll be in that space where you have the highest moments in politics. But even now, even the way we're experiencing today, like the DP, the people are there at the family. They're the one who are telling you, life has to go on. So always put your family close to you, listen to them, give them the best you can, and pray to God for life. Yes, and also push your kids for the best that they can.
Before we wind up, I would like you to tell us about how is your foundation going?
I think we are doing well. We have a lot of now activities coming up for this before the end of the year. Our headquarters is in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yes, the headquarters of the foundation. So we have donors, we're also part of it. And we are doing now activities like now we want to focus with the school-going children. We want to ensure that school-going children, especially for the settlements, they have shoes, school shoes. That's what we are doing. And also empowerment for the young people. I've realized there's an issue that we also have not tackled, the mental health. A lot of young people are really going through a lot. And mental health is become a problem. And this has not been addressed because of the environment that we are in. So we are doing a lot with the empowerment, also mentorship, leadership and mentorship. We want to have more forums for young people. I really want to talk to many young people about politics. I want them to understand that, this is a space that you can be in, and you can change this space if you get involved. So the foundation is doing a lot. We are having our second phase. We will be having our, we are doing donations next week. On my birthday, I'm doing a lot of donations to the children's home in Nairobi, especially my constituency. So that is what we're doing as a foundation.
And what does it mean to be a philanthropist?
Giving without expecting.
Okay.
Yes, philanthropist. You just give to support people. Those who are don't have food, you give them without expecting anything in return.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why they called it non-profit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So guys, you've heard it from Honorable Samuel Masaki. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm going to see you on the next one.